everyone, welcome back to the pod. I am one of your hosts, Mbali.
And I'm Mo.
And together we are the Sound of Siblings. Awesome. So welcome to the episode. Mo, how are you before we jump into things? How are you doing?
Good. I'm doing good. The sun is coming out a bit more. It's a bit warmer. So yeah, I'm happy. How are you doing?
No, gumnandi kaya. Gumnandi ugubalana. Yeah.
So we're going to play 30 seconds.
So the objective of the game is that you get a card and it has words on it, and you have to give the other person clues in order to guess what the word or the name on the card is without saying any parts of the word on the card. So because it's just the two of us playing, it's gonna be fun. But let us know if you're able to guess it at home. So am I gonna go first? Is the ladies first?
Let's battle it out.
Okay.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Okay, you're going first.
Yeah, I'm going first.
All right.
We're gonna start off with yellow, innit?
Okay.
Okay, here we go. The yellow cartoons. Who's the son?
The yellow cartoons.
Yeah.
Our Homer.
Yeah.
Our Homer system. Bart Simpson.
Yeah. What's that cookie? It's black on the outside and white in the middle.
Oreos.
Article.
The
If you're not near you,
far.
opposite of west is
East.
so.
The east.
But which one? If you're not near you.
The far east.
Yeah. She did something. This lady. I think maybe it was something. She let them eat cake. Who was that?
Queen Victoria. Queen Elizabeth.
Nah, then I'm tripping.
Time. Then I'm tripping.
Maria Antoinette. What
Yeah, Marie Antoinette.
She
I
is
think
the
it was
one,
Marie
right?
Antoinette. Yeah. Let them eat cake. Okay. I think actually the way that the person should win is that who can guess more of them, not how many can you make me guess.
Okay.
You see?
Okay.
Does that make sense?
To be honest, both ways kind of don't. They both have their flaws, but it's a game.
That's
and
fair.
we're playing.
It's a game. Okay, so it's my turn.
So that gives me 3 points.
Like it's just okay. So you're taking the
Fine with
points
that.
then. Okay, so you are taking the points
Yeah.
then. Okay, so I'm gonna do the blue side.
Okay. Cool.
Okay. Not south, the opposite.
North.
Okay, and then where Trump is ruling now is
The North America.
no. Just say
United States of
no
America.
without the article.
North America.
Thank you. The guy who went into the forest and sat under a tree and found like equanimity
Ooh,
or eternal
Einstein,
peace.
not
No,
Einstein,
and then
sorry.
like he's
Nikola
no,
Tesla,
he's Hindu. So he'd be
Gandhi.
very popular in Gandhi.
Buddha.
Yes, thank you. It is Okay, I want another round.
Blue, nah? Who's the first guy to walk on the moon? Okay. Articles. It's a group of singers.
The Backstreet Boys.
No.
The Black Boys.
Nah, Fergie.
The Black Eyed Peas.
Yeah. Who was our first black president, lah?
Nelson Mandela.
Yeah, and then what of the week?
Day of the week.
But now,
Nelson Mandela Day.
yeah.
Time. You're good at this.
Neil Armstrong.
Neil Armstrong, sorry, bruv. I know who you are, man. I was just, we can't let him have all of them,
Did he walk on the moon though?
Did he? Okay, you ready? I'm gonna do the yellow side. When you are imprisoned, you are not
Free.
yes, and then the province.
Free state.
Yes. You drive these things. What are they called?
Cars.
Thank you. Where we went to that festival that we went to, where I bought that shirt that's blue and white and it's colorful like that.
Constitutional Hill.
Yeah, but just say the thing.
Constitution.
Thank you. Yeah. That's how I'm good. That was a good one.
Oh wait, are those your points?
Yes. That's what I was saying. You see. That's why I was saying that. Which way does it make better sense? Because you were able to guess it, or because I was able to? Because when we're on a team, we get all those points. But now that we don't have a team, which points are we taking?
Okay, I'm gonna go again.
Yeah. Let's do one last round.
Alright, cool. I'm gonna do a blue. 1, 2, 3, go. The golfer, the black guy, he's a cheater as well.
Tiger Woods.
What do
He's
you
a
think?
cheater.
It's Tears. What do they put in their ice cream? It's a long chocolate.
Flake.
Yeah. Who's that?
What?
Nah, I'm tripping. Shaggy, the dog's name is
Scooby-Doo.
Yeah. Who? Armstrong?
Neil.
Now, when you get married, what do you buy your woman? A what ring? Type of rock?
Time.
Diamond ring. Time. Diamond ring.
Time.
I got
Sorry, what was the yabba-dabba-doo?
It was
Oh, that was
Scooby-Doo.
good. Why did you whisper it? You were like...
Because what does he... What does he do?
I don't know. Is it my turn? Yeah.
Yeah.
2, 4. Okay. I'll do the blue side for last times. They live in a house. They are very popular. Minnie is the
Flintstones.
partner to this person. Minnie.
that
Minnie
Minnie?
what? No, it's a cartoon. Minnie.
Oh, Mickey Mouse.
Thank you. Don't do that to me.
Make me laugh. He's crazy.
No, I need my last round again, Mama. Mo, you foiled me. You absolutely foiled me. I think you need to tell me.
Alright. Did you see the hopes of that card disappear after Minnie's Amin?
Oh my gosh.
Come on.
Okay, I'm gonna do the yellow side for good measure. Okay,
I
1,
did the blue.
2. Okay. The guy who he drives cars, he's very slick, and it's always like, "Hi, my name is this one."
Tom Cruise.
This one something. No, hi, my name is. He says his first name, and then
Smith.
he says this thing. No, man. Okay, he's very very
Mission
famous.
Impossible.
No, he always says like, "Hi, my name is." Damn. If not Coke,
Pepsi.
what is happening on the 14th of February? I think it is.
14th of February in
Yeah.
South Africa, Valentine's Day.
In general, the guy who has prosthetic legs, but he
Oscar
banged
Pistorius.
his wife. Yeah.
What was that first one?
James Bond. Hi, my name is James. James Bond. It's James Bond. I can't believe you didn't get that
Is
one.
Tom Cruise not James Bond?
Was Tom Cruise James Bond?
Is Mission Impossible not about James Bond?
No.
What's James Bond's thing? James Bond. Nah.
But those are two different things. Mission Impossible and James Bond cannot be the same thing, bro. Alright, so I was right. Thank goodness. That
Gonna
is
do
the
another
last
card.
take
You
of
happy
the
with that
game.
card?
No, I'm happy with that card. I think I have enough to chop together to make sure that I have the most points. Sweet. What are we doing next, Mo?
This is part of the episode, Bafeti, where someone brings a topic or something that they found during the week and asks or informs the other person about and sees what their opinions are about the situation.
Exactly.
So this week was Petele Nimbali.
I do have something for us. So, but how I'm going to start is I want to talk about this larger topic around collaboration versus competition and how it shows up in creative spaces, right? So for yourself, have you ever had like an opportunity to collaborate with somebody, but instead you took it as a competition?
Yeah, that happens multiple times. It's happened to me multiple times. I think trying to be the best, it's kind of hard to envision other people in your success, most of the time, and having to then share the spoils that come with that success.
Well, what is hard about envisioning other people in your success?
Well, I want to be the best. Sometimes,
But what about
like
best
it's my
means
show.
individual? What about best means individual?
Because it's the best, I guess. That's the problem, I guess I have. Is that the best means for me that one person that was able to outshine, or the one thing that was able to outshine everything else and conquer or show excellence at that degree without needing collaboration.
Do you not think, though, that you being a wholesome person are all of those other elements? So this one doesn't outshine all the other elements, but it's because you have all of those elements that you can shine in this one regard. So sometimes it's because you have all of those people around you, all of those people working with you, that you can excel and become the best. I think, we fall into this rhetoric, Yoguti, people are self-made. Maybe you can be self-taught, but even when you're self-taught, sometimes you're leaning on other people. Like if you're leaning on YouTube lessons or something like that, maybe you're not as self-taught as you think you are.
Fair
You know what I'm
enough,
saying?
fair enough.
If you're talking about whatever it is that you're trying to create, that business you're trying to make, but you're talking to other people about it and they're helping you carve out that business that will eventually become successful,
It's collaboration now.
you have collaborated with people, right? So I think Uguti, this is something for me that's a really big thing is I've been somebody who collaborates,
Okay.
and I always collaborate, or at least in Vancouver. When I was there, I found myself collaborating in other people's things. So if you told me, yeah, I have this thing, I'm passionate, and all I need is somebody who can do this, Mina, I was like, I can do whatever. If I can't do it, I'll figure it out just for you because
Fair.
But then 5 years went by, 7 years went by, and everybody's things were growing. But my things were not growing.
Now, do you think that's because you collaborated too much and you didn't try to be the focal point of your own thing? Or?
No, I think people just buy in differently. I think people were not buying into me as I was buying into them. I think it was very much like I'm buying into their thing. They know about my stuff, and they're like, "Yeah, cool, you're all right."
Can you see though why some of us choose I am just gonna do it on my own without the collaboration or help from other creatives?
I mean, I can see that.
People don't reciprocate the energy or the effort that you put into them. You know, they don't see the same vision as you most of the time. So sometimes you just gotta take it by yourself.
Sometimes you do gotta take it by yourself, but like I can, make my music career. I can make my music. I can write my lyrics. I can record my videos. But if there are no people watching it, if there are no people supporting me, if there are no people sharing the link, like. I think for me, even collaboration goes to that regard. Like, it's not just about... Because I write my own music.
Yeah.
I make my own music.
Yeah.
I paid for my studio time. I have my own EP, But what I don't have is the people around me buying into it in such a thing where, like, I can feel it. And then they're also saying, oh, yeah, Mbali, come here and come and do your show thing here.
Okay,
oh,
yeah,
Mbali, you know what? Because I know, Guti, when you're interested in music... Mina, maybe I'm not really out in the scene like that, but let me figure out how I can get you in the scene. Oh, man, is something? Yazin, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, people don't work.
Because people are not nice. People are not kind. Like
that sucks because that's how I am.
Especially when it comes to things that produce or generate money and popularity, people ain't willing to share all of that.
People ain't willing to share it, damn. But no, that really does suck that people don't reciprocate it. And I think for me, because I am such an open person, I am somebody who does want to collaborate a lot and want to do things for people a lot, it does wear on me, because you can be spending so much time investing in other people's things and literally seeing them grow, but you're also seeing them grow because you are part of that growth as well. You know that what you're putting in is part of the reason that things are growing and things are moving forward. And I mean, I can see around me people who I feel like would have the potential, but it seems like people just don't care. Like people don't even care to be interested. Like I understand maybe it's not your thing, but you're my dad, you're my mom, you're my brother, you're my best friend, you're my partner, like why is it that I'm always figuring out shit by myself and then I'm bringing you into it? Oh baby, I'm coming home, baby, yo man just saying vule in where were you in it?
I don't know.
And I think for me, I just want people to be in it. I want people to be wanting to be in my life and willing to be in my life in a way that does impact and move my life forward in these bigger goals and things that I have for myself.
Okay. Right. I hear it. But I think a lot of people are just focused on what they're doing most of the time, Everyone is like so individualistic at this point in time. Like
it sucks.
Late stage capitalism sucks as well, yeah.
Yeah, no, late stage capitalism sucks. Anyway, an example that I wanted to share with you about where I think a more collaborative thing could have happened more than a competitive thing could have happened is with the situation Trevor Stuurman and the Woza Sisi collective. Trevor Stuurman is a photographer and a local, by artist I mean like videographer, very visual art. And he's had a lot of exhibitions and a lot of success. I don't know if you know Trevor Stuurman.
I think I've heard of him a little bit.
Okay, so then there's Trevor Stuurman had essentially copied or allegedly copied the work of It Was a Sisi Collective, which is a female-led non-profit organization in South Africa that is geared towards uplifting and showcasing diverse voices of female artists. Have you heard of them?
Nah. No.
Okay, so it was a Sisi Collective did an exhibition or like an initiative in 2023. Your hair is my concern, and it was about Black women, hair care in salons and stuff like that. Apparently, you would see this "Your hair is my concern" on adverts, also in Zinuele,
So
in
that was
different
what, like their
places.
slogan or?
Yeah, that was kind of like the theme, the slogan, the aim of the exhibition.
Your hair
but it was
is our
called
concern.
No, your hair is my concern.
Oh, it's my concern.
It's my concern. Because I think it was talking about the intimate relationship that a hairdresser has with the person who's getting their hair done.
Okay.
So as somebody doing your hair is my concern. Exactly.
I like that.
You know? Yeah. So they did that in 2023. Trevor Stuurman did an exhibition called Your Beauty is Our Concern.
So Trevor Stuurman's exhibition, what was that about?
So that was about this idea of like reclamation of hair care, haircuts, braiding, different styles, because it was called Your Beauty is Our Concern.
Okay.
I think it was trying to expand the conversation from just your hair is my concern to your beauty is our concern.
Okay.
Right? But obviously in what it targets and what it's talking about, it's still kind of borrowing from the most part from Woza Sisi Collective.
Oh, are they very similar?
They're very similar. I mean, Omunya is talking about your hairs are concerned about Black women and hair and braiding and doing hair care in hair salons. And then he's talking about your beauty, but he's also focusing a lot on hair and hair care and haircuts and all this kind of stuff. Like, I just feel like, again, that's a point where there could have been more of a collaboration and a conversation. Why didn't he reach out to the Sisi Collective and say, y'all have been doing this, I really fucks with it,
and
I want to
like
do
you guys
exactly
to be part of this because we're spreading a similar message.
Exactly. And maybe then a conversation could have been had around, the micro and the macro of what they were talking about. Macro being beauty, micro being, potentially just hair. But what does beauty really mean? What does it talk about? They could have even had an exhibit. They could have been part of an exhibition, because in the exhibition there were portraits and photos and stuff like that. He kept saying a portrait of them. He could have asked for a portrait of their shit as well. You know what I'm saying? Like, again, why do we need to be always competing instead of collaborating? Because yes, both things can shine, right? But wouldn't it be better if they shine together? Like, why does one have to be a pioneer? Everyone wants to be a pioneer. I discovered. I'm a discoverer. I'm a first one. It's exhausting.
Okay, that's crazy. And you could have had them, like, what ways would you have suggested that maybe if you didn't want to share, like, the actual, maybe spotlight or poster real estate?
Okay.
How could he have still incorporated them?
Put them in the exhibition.
They understand to what? To speak or they
No, put them in the exhibition. He had portraits and different pieces. Figure out what they had in their exhibition. Did they just have, portraits, pictures? Was it just digital? Did they have anything else? Is there any other aspect of that he could have interwoven into what he was doing? Could he have just had them there as well? Could he have invited them to come to the opening night and be part of it? Could it have been a conversation that maybe he doesn't necessarily have in public, but he will put on his website when people go see exactly, and we are in conversation with, like, I think that, again, this thing about FaceTime. You wanted to be the face. Now you're the face of what? Being a copycat. So now you're the face. You're the face, but you're the face of being a copycat. Exactly. And a copycat who is disregarding people's ideas. And I think for me, that's what the issue is. And I think even in social media and all this kind of stuff, with people's ideas being stolen, intellectual property being stolen.
Yeah.
It's being stolen. When you replicate something and you don't talk about where it comes from, and you claim it as your own, and you're the pioneer, you're the first one to ever be thinking about it, the first. Unamang, you're lying.
But then do you think maybe his journey in his art has never, maybe when he was starting off, he tried, like you do, he tried to collaborate with people, and that just never brought him anything back? Because I won't lie, this is the first time I believe this is his first solo exhibition.
Okay.
I'd say this is the first time I hear about it. Right? Maybe he had to go solo to get his name out there like that. Because
But my
whenever
thing
he's
is-
collaborating with others, I think maybe he gets drowned.
But it could have still been
in other
Trevor
people's
Stuurman, your beauty is our concern, in a fine line, in conversation with things. This is my thing, is that if you also are so insecure in your shit, in your sauce, and you think when you put your sauce on the table next to other sauces that are there that maybe don't really look like yours, but you've worked really hard for your sauce, your sauce should speak for itself. Your sauce should speak for itself, and you have to have the confidence in your sauce
Sure.
to also speak for itself.
Okay. But then again, I don't know, man. Then again, I understand. I just understand also where he might be coming from. That maybe with the slogan, he did use the same kind of words and meanings and stuff like that. But I think maybe he had a different message as well. Or has he done things about hair in the past before he was a Sisi? Has his thing always been centered around African hair, African? Like, why are we thinking that this is the first time he ever does anything about hair and stuff like that?
Okay, let's have a look.
Because maybe that's just his thing.
From what I've seen around what he does, it's not giving hair. It's not necessarily giving hair as the mainstay. It's giving art, it's giving fashion, so hair will also be part of it, but so are all of these cowboy hats that you see in here, so is all of this jean stuff, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, sure, but I think there's a difference between focusing on hair and having hair be your mainstay in that regard, or focusing on art, you know, in general. Like even in his thing on Instagram, it just says visual artist, you know. Like I feel like I think also for me as the person that I am, and maybe I'm very optimistic and I'm very kumbaya and maybe too kumbaya,
Don't lose that though.
right? But it's just like, bro, to be in the footnote, to have even had the conversation, like even just for your art as a person who wants to get good at your craft.
It would have made it look even better. I'm
Like,
not gonna lie.
as a person who wants to work on your craft, kuluma nabanye abantu around you who are doing the things that you're doing. Yes, these are days. That's why people are creating creative hubs. That's why Maboneng is Maboneng. So people can gather who are doing similar things. That's why Untitled Basement is huge for jazz. Because jazz heads are gathering to do jazz things.
And they
like,
collaborate and talk.
you know, that's why people are featured on each other's songs. You know? Like I think collaboration, and obviously collaboration doesn't work really well in a capitalistic system. Because in a capitalistic system, you have to be the overachiever. You have to be the sole survivor.
Yeah.
Right? To also breed that scarcity mentality. Yoguti, izinto ziyaphela. There's not enough room
For
in this
everyone,
industry, in this hair care situation for us to have a conversation. For me to be sitting with that person and be saying, let's do this. Another thing. This thing I got Simphiwe Dana, where she came out and she was saying Gutiana, she's the pioneer of the type of like Afrofuturistic hairstyling that she's been wearing as a statement and as a staple piece of her artistic identity.
Did she come up with it? Was she the first to come up with it?
So now the thing is, you cannot be the first to come out with Afrofuturistic hairstyles when Afrofuturistic hairstyles also belong to the past, and there are historical ways of African people wearing their hair, of Black people wearing their hair. Like, just because we're maybe even at a time where people weren't necessarily, where the mainstream of people weren't like fully natural and exuding kind of that natural beauty. Yes, then you can say, Guti, I had influenced maybe this renaissance of hair, wearing hair ganjena proudly and whatever. But Simphiwe Dana, my babes, like, we landed ekteni lavi, we landed ekteni, like you were you know when they say you're reaching.
So in this kind of situation, was Abonomza Mombata meant to then post Guti inspired by Simphiwe Dana's look?
In her understanding, yes. But
What
for
do
me,
you think?
I'm saying it's not the same thing.
How come?
It's not the same thing because, like, where people get their, especially in Namhlanje, let's say even in these past 5 years, where people have gotten their inspiration has been from all over the place. Even when Simphiwe Dana was doing what she was doing, there were many other people doing what she was doing. Abomire Makeba before her were wearing their hair like that. So who's to say, Uguti, umuntu ofana njengoNomzamo was looking at Simphiwe Dana and not looking at Miriam Makeba for inspiration. Who's to say that, Nomzamo's hairstylist isn't the one who had said to Nomzamo, babes, let's do this. I've been looking at this catalog. I've been doing research for Ini for this while. This is where I think it came from. I think for me, Simphiwe Dana, yes, she has had an influence in terms of like what I'm saying, maybe as part of a renaissance, a follow through, a carrying, a stewardship of this hair situation. But I think Uguti, what she should have come out and said is not and she should have just said.
But then isn't that what Woza Sisi, apart from the slogan, isn't that what Woza Sisi is doing? Because people have been taking pictures of African hair at salons since it's cool. It's been a thing. Even when you go choose the kind of hairstyle you want. But there's also been artists that have taken that to like deeper lengths and exhibited black hair.
Fair,
right? So
maybe fair.
Now,
okay.
it's the same thing, mind you, apart from the slogan. If you're explaining the Simphiwe Dana, because she feels like she pioneered it right now.
I hear you.
They feel like they pioneered taking photos of people getting their hair done.
I hear you.
He's carrying. It's a stewardship or whatever it is.
Maybe there are more similarities that I don't know about that I'm not explaining in full with this situation. Mm-hmm. But Gafana, the legal system is dealing with it now. So and from the legal perspective, it looks like Woza Sisi is in the right more so.
I guess maybe because of the slogan.
Or Trevor Stuurman.
But I feel as though if you're gonna put out art, you're putting out work for other people to look at and be inspired. Are you doing it for credit? Or are you doing it to have a topic started out there? So
why can some people be doing it for credit and they're the pioneers, and then the other people must be doing it for just putting it out there for fun? No, so that's my question is it was a Sisi, were they putting out this art to start deeper conversations and have other artists also take part in the conversation that they were having? Yeah.
Or are they saying, okay, we had this exhibition, we pioneered the taking photos of people at salons and that connection, If you want to try do that, you gotta come to us. I
don't think that's really what Woza Sisi is saying. But again, I think because we're both not really fully read up on this situation, mm-hmm. and yes, Guti, like the extent of the copying or the non-copying, the IP or the all of this is alleged between what you and I say. We are alleging here, allegedly, right? But I just feel like I think yes, maybe then in both situations it is about influence, and maybe that might be something that is the crux of what can be said here is like, why does it hurt people mm-hmm. to say where the influence came from? Why do people feel like that takes away from what they're making, what they're giving, to say, and the futi, this is my influence. It's not that every time you're going to post something, you'll say, oh, by the way, let me just list to you my reference list of all the people where I got this from. But that somewhere in your doing and your being and who you are, that there is a referential perspective.
And I think this did occur again with Nara Smith and Onezwa.
Yes.
The same thing, right?
Clack it. Yes, exactly the same thing, Eyoguti, yes, people can have different ideas. People can have the same ideas at the same time. But there's more factors than just having the same ideas at the same time. Okay. There's time factor in it. There's influence. There's, in this time scale of the past 2 years, the past 3 years, the past however much time, has there been anybody else who's done what that person is doing in that way? So my thing is that it's seeming to me like, because I'm assuming Trevor Stuurman, does he have a bigger following than Woza Sisi? I think so. And Nara Smith did have a bigger following than Onezwa. Yeah. And yeah, absolutely. Trevor Stuurman has 201,000 followers. Woza Sisi has 1,492. This is on Instagram. So I think with this one, maybe it's the little guys saying Uguti. Clocking what? No, you're clocking me. Uguti, like, dude. Oh, I think the problem with it now is like, okay, we can have the same kind of ideas, but like,
because you have a bigger following, it's gonna look like manje. You pioneered this thing. You came up with this thing single-handedly. Whereas you know that you looked at our stuff, and it's just that people won't know us because we have a smaller following or influence than From that perspective, then I understand it completely.
And there's consistently been this trend, and maybe the trend has been here the whole time, but there is that thing, there is that point of contention where it's like, you know, the quote-unquote underdog, you know, who is like fighting to be seen, you know. And also, I think it's sometimes it's so interesting because things, the underdog, sometimes in a social media way, has been posting for a long time. Like sometimes you can just see the copies because it came after. Yeah. Like it just deliberately comes after, like the Nara Smith and Onezwa thing.
That one was insane.
Came after.
That was crazy.
Onezwa's doing bubble tea. Nara Smith is doing bubble tea.
Yeah.
Onezwa's doing this. Nara Smith is doing this. Onezwa's doing this. Onezwa takes a break. Nara Smith is not cooking really anymore. She's also just not cooking innovative things.
Because the ideas are not there anymore, right?
Right?
It's almost like, I don't know, they're these people with these big followings sort of monopolize the game a little bit, because that means Trevor, Stuurman, I'm assuming, because he's worked with brands like Gucci and etc.
Probably,
and big names, he gets to and he has access to these creative spaces where people are up and coming looking for opportunities and stuff, right? And I think maybe sometimes they just cherry pick, like, okay, now I'm gonna use this one. Ooh, I think that was good, but no one knows those people. I think I'm gonna have that.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
And this is why I'm saying inidla ini, and inidla ukuthi you wanna do this. Inidla ukuthi your intention is to undermine, is to suppress somebody else so you can get ahead. Because inidla ini kushukuthi, yes, let the lengi wanna go. Not even uibonegu, like you were saying, Mo. It could have been something that you're working on, but these folks have just, like, when you're doing research, you're doing research and you're gonna put out something like a full exhibition like that, as somebody who has had access in all this way that you've had access, you're surely doing research. Like, I think this is also the thing on the larger things, like, you're surely doing research. Like, Nara Smith, bubble tea, like, did you come across Onezwa's video? Maybe you didn't come across it in bubble tea, but you came across it at another point. Yes, I do watch some of her videos actually, and I've been inspired by what she does and whatever. This actually triggered Nami Uguti. I want to see if I can make these things, if I can figure out this stuff, you know. Some of it I did think about Vele before doing when I was younger. But manje, now that I know how to make it, let me see if I can make it. Like, I think that would also have its own appeal, but people don't seem to think that it has appeal to say, I'm not the founder, the bestower, the executive of this thing. And that's problematic, because if we're all executives, sinamanga.
Yeah, true.
Sinamanga. Because there's lots of people who even who was it? Unini Leaks. I know this is like celebrity or whatever from the Real Housewives of Atlanta. I think it was. Unini Leaks was saying Gucci, you know, because now she has a lot of money and stuff. She's no longer the old Nini Leaks, honey. No, but now she has money or whatever, and I think she was trying to buy space for a restaurant and stuff like that. And she had asked for advice from another white woman who's also like huge celebrity. She has a lot of money, she's been doing this, she's had access or whatever, and that white lady told her like, no, that's a bad, and I'm gonna try find the clip and upload it onto TikTok, but she was like, no, that's not a good place, don't get it there, in how the sale is done and she's the one who bought it. Damn. So now she undercut Nini, who is first timer, second timer doing this thing.
Now here are the dangers of collaboration as well. Yeah, I want to imagine.
But then
sharing your ideas can sometimes make you miss out on opportunities.
Guys, just don't. No.
Dicks.
Don't be a dick. People being the dicks. People being the conniving people that they are. Don't be conniving. Don't make me bottle up this process that does help me. Because I'm asking now.
I'm showing a first man. I'm showing a first man, bro.
So yeah, all to say for this discussion point is that I feel, maybe as well, it's a testament to my personality, that we need more collaboration, and a collaboration where, like, I think also the issue is that, one last thing, that the issue is that we disregard a collaboration that still gets you to second seat, third seat, fourth seat. We're only looking at getting to first seat. And you know what's happening at first seat? It's not kicking at first seat. People are dying at first seat. People are lonely at first seat. No, I'm not even being a joke. People are lonely at the top. Look at the 27 club. You know what I'm saying? Like, first seat is bonkers. So there is second, there's even 13th. You know, all I'm trying to do for now is get myself to a young little 50. Let me get onto the charts.
Yeah, I hear you.
You know what I'm saying? Ask Kruveni. Let's have fun. Let's see, can we make a star endlini? Can we make a star?
Yeah.
You know, if Tina song endlini, like 99, and some 6 of us were like, guys, can one of us really be a star? Can we make a star?
And we just put our
and be a star. Yes. Can you just imagine? And this is what I'm saying. I think it's not, oh, I'm taking out of my life and I'm focusing on this is part of you. Like, do you not get a sweetness when I'm succeeding?
You do.
Do you not get a sweetness when I'm succeeding?
Yeah, you do.
And that's my question. Like, you guys are sour. Y'all are tasting too much sourness in your lives. Guys, please listen to my music when I drop it. I don't want to be that lady who's like, please watch my adverts.
Why this keep on my
Anyway, Mo has a hot take. Mo has a hot take about an artist that he doesn't fucks with locally. No, I'm kidding.
Nah, not that I don't fuck with the guy, but his music just doesn't resonate or hit in or pull at any chords with me.
Who's the artist?
Mamani. Like I can't hear him half the time. He does have a few bangers, but after that I don't know any other words he said. His rhyme scheme, I don't know. I think maybe he's still up and coming, but he's just not refined enough for me at the moment. But he's moving.
What would make him refined? What would make him refined? Like, what are you missing besides not hearing him? What do you mean not pulling at the heartstrings?
It's almost like the topics or things he speaks about are recycled, but it's what all rappers do, right? They come in, it was hard at the bottom, we made this happen, fast cars, but you're not talking about anything really, man. Like, next.
So who would you say, Wena is a rapper who is still doing, I guess, good rap, conscious rap that you enjoy?
I don't know if he's a rapper, but it was Java. You know, about Big Zulu, Questa, those people, they talk about actual real things and real stories that you can resonate with or connect with, you know. There's an understanding, like, but with you, I hear the story, you know.
Yeah.
I can relate with the story, like, but I guess when you're up and coming, it's all about moving the numbers and getting the streams, less about spreading a word or an idea or a concept.
But that sucks that the word can't be spread in that way. Like, it's very, even just being an artist myself, like, I found Uguti, my music did move, you know, but I don't think Uguti had moved enough just on its own. And I think for me, my message is so potent on its own, and I thought that would be enough. And it's actually not enough. Not in these times. Not right now, you know. And again, this thing about like, that's what I'm talking about. Like, is there? I always think to myself when I sit back, I'm like, is there anything I could have done more? Absolutely. Is there anything other people around me could have done more? Absolutely. You know, people could have been helping me push as well. Like, you see strangers have fan clubs that are strangers. Beyonce's fans are strangers to her. You know what I'm saying? But her mom and her dad, they were in it with her. They were in it for her. You know what I'm saying? Like, babu pilabo bantulabo. And unfortunately for me, I found them in, you know, like, for example, getting myself an album or like an EP, getting the studio time. So people have bought in to that regard, but I'm just like, where are the people buying in to like the other things, like the journey? To like the other things. Like, it's hard to be independent and solo and doing all this stuff by yourself when you also don't really know what you're doing, you know. But you have to learn by doing. But yeah, it's just tough. Anyway, I'm just saying that it's tough, but yeah. Hopefully he can, if he wants to, get his own voice.
Or maybe I just haven't listened to as much music from him as I could, you know.
That's
I listened to his latest.
Let's do that. Why don't we do that? we'll come back either on TikTok or on another episode, and we will have listened to his music a bit more, the album, maybe a couple of albums if he has more than one, and see Vele, like, what do we think? Okay, cool. The last thing that we're going to talk about before we wrap up the episode is reality shows in South Africa. Guys, you need Married at First Sight.
I will be your father if I have to. Allow you.
I will be your father if I have to. And you know what, guys? Is that love? If somebody says they will be your father if they have to, is that love?
It's
not love.
It's chaos. Not that it's not love, but like, you'll be my father if you have to.
It's crazy.
It's insane.
That was a weird thing for him to say. But I mean, maybe the sentiment was nice and sweet. Insane. But no.
And I thought that couple would work, guys. I really thought that couple was the ones that were gonna take it all the way. But
no, definitely they're not a couple that would work from the beginning. One is super Christian. I'm Christian. The other girl is I'm not Christian. I'm not any label, but I have my own relationship with life. That's what she's doing.
She's mad at a lot of things, though. That's my thing. She's mad at a lot of things.
She's mad at a lot of things, but I think that
he lies a lot.
He lies a lot.
He
lies a lot. He either lies a lot or he's just not forthcoming in front of the cameras. You know, like, who is he lying to? Maybe is the question that I'm asking.
He's lying.
Who is he lying to?
I think he's lying. He's capping.
No, he's lying. He's capping. But I feel like a crazy guy is it Tepo? It's Tepo, the polygamy guy.
Tepo off the jump was a disaster, G. Tepo, yeah, we got married, you my wife. What do you think about adding another person? Excuse me?
What do you think about his temple? Would you be open to his temple?
Her favorite color, like, you could have started with anything under the sun, Joe. He was like, Mfethu, how do you feel about the next one? Literally. You know, next episode, I'm marrying the next one. How do you feel? Like, what was going on?
That's why I even posted on our stories on TikTok. I was like, do we think that this man is really married to someone else in real life?
I think something
is he committed to somebody in real life? Because automatically, why you want to bring a second person? Why you want to bring a second?
If it's a colleague, very quickly.
And also, there are a lot of people who would marry you out there. Why are you coming to Married at First Sight to get one of your wives? To get one of your wives is nuts. Why are you coming and married?
Allegedly, we don't know if the colleague is a colleague. I guess allegedly. But now something is wrong with his character. Something is wrong with his character. Giving. And if it is trauma, then it's trauma, and he must be talking about it because how he's moving is brazy. And also then the lady, it's not Upalesa, it's Tepo and
Palesa.
Oh, and Palesa. Upalesa, what is it about her and humiliating me on camera? Like, what happened with her before? What's going on?
It seems as though she doesn't want to be seen going through the most publicly. So maybe she's the type of person who just deals with her stuff. Not necessarily suffers in silence, but just deals with her stuff behind closed doors. Like, for example, it seems like they were having these tense conversations off camera. But
that's what they on the show to bring. That's what we need to see. I mean, too much.
Yes and no. They are on the show to bring that, but also not necessarily. I mean, I think there's some conversations that would be juicy that we don't necessarily see.
Such as?
Right? Because in production, no, just like some other conversation, people having sex, noises, like intimacy, abantu bakwarana, when people are actually telling each other, like, have you seen her without makeup or whatever the case is, you know what I'm saying? Like, they don't really be showing all of the things. So what I'm saying is that it seems as though what she's allowing for herself to be seen is her put togetherness. And maybe naye trauma, where being put together was something that has affected her and has triggered her in such a way. I think she also wants to be seen as imbogoto in some regard, as a strong woman. Because she even says, this won't break me or whatever, because I know that I've been through worse in my life. And even though
is she convincing herself when she says these things? Because I don't, what is she doing? Because she keeps, every single time there's something wrong, I've been through worse. No, get over it. I've been through worse.
Maybe she's shielding herself. It's a coping mechanism. Maybe she's shielding herself.
She gotta check that out a bit.
Absolutely.
How do you feel?
I think they should be doing more sessions with these people. In my opinion, I think they should be doing more sessions with people. I think they should be doing individual sessions and couple sessions every day, maybe even twice a day. No, because this experience is so crammed into a short time that those experts really need to be evolving the situations beyond just what is going to be presented to the camera. And this is maybe what I have issues with Ngabama Showmax and Modalav and all these things, is that it's all about what is presented to the camera. But what happens afterwards? What's happening in between? You are forging a situation in a short amount of time. You know, you have to be supplying it and equipping it with as many tools as you can to make sure and it actually gets somewhere, even if the somewhere is we're not good for each other, let's walk away.
Apart from the apart from is it Ubongani no Nelisa? Apart from them, do you think any other couple is compatible?
First of all, Bongani and Nelisa, I don't know though, in the last episode, because the girls were saying that Nelisa is delusional. She's delusional.
I don't think
and
she
not
is.
Seeing the big billboard, Eobuti, what's his name? Ubongani. And his baby mama has such a close relationship.
Like
and there's quite a bit of allowance and flexibility and leniency. But I don't, because they haven't seen obviously the show, they don't see the part where they are sitting together and he is telling her all of this stuff. Like, I think there's a difference between if it was hidden information that she would then have to be sifting through versus it being open and honest, because of course the dynamic is going to change. The dynamic has already changed. We saw when he called the mother of his children,
and she was
right, and she was like, I'm not ready. But then she also said she'll see the type of person that you are. So what are you trying to tell us, honey?
Nah.
I'm just kidding.
None of that.
But I think that they're good.
Makoto.
No.
And...
So Makoto and Chris Brown. No. Makoto and Chris Brown, I don't think that they're making it. Even Chris Brown was telling Makoto that I'm out of it. And Makoto was like, I've been going through your shit. I've been dealing with your bedroom issues.
Do you think he should have humbled himself and went to go meet her father and them?
Yes, because it's the process. So Abantu, they like to say, we're here to follow the process. We're here opening myself up to the. But then it's only half the process that you're opening yourself up to. The same thing happening to Palisa, where she got cut off from the process. And even who was it? The one who wanted a tall, dark, handsome man. I forget what her name is, but she was also saying that fine, maybe she didn't get to meet your mom, but she could have met your friends. You could have galvanized colleagues at work if you
or
even
your
had
sisters
to.
or
Someone.
Your siblings.
Was there nobody that was willing to stand for you and go through this perspective
for that
to
lunch,
just say,
even a lunch?
Yeah, for a lunch, but also it's still, I think for me, it's also still part of like a customary thing. Like, you can't want customary, but you're not even willing to open yourself up, because in Daba Zamalobola and all the customs, there are negotiations between people. There are forgings of situations between people. So somebody would have been having to be willing, unless, which I believe, that
Something
he had told
wrong,
them otherwise. And there's something that we're not
because his
getting.
mom was too, like how Mama, you were on the camera already, you sort of agreed, you said yeah, okay, whatever, you came to the wedding, you probably met Umakoti, and now all of a sudden, no, it's still a no. Like, she was very,
what they say.
Something, he cooked something up
and then
ever since the Khalid situation. At the tell all,
we're not even there yet. We're not even at the end of the show yet. You're jumping.
Makoto is this one's
steps.
Ex's best friend.
From 10 years ago now, it's getting Khamorsi. So, I don't know. But we're going to do a reaction of the episode that's going to come out this Sunday. We're going to have a blast. We'll upload it onto YouTube once we're done. Yeah. But tune into that and let's see what actually becomes of things, because
there
now
were a lot of smiles.
Because now the men
are
going to Kipitiza, are going to Kotiza. Sorry, they're going to see and meet the families. And again, my couple, which is Unelisa. Yes, that's my
But
couple.
trust
No,
me,
my man.
Chris Brown, no Makota, they're gonna make it out of this. That couple is forged by God
So
himself.
for you, is they're gonna make it out of this? Not they're gonna be an actual successful
No, they're
marriage.
gonna be a unit.
Okay.
They're gonna be a unit.
Okay. Let's see. Let's see.
What did that therapist say? Both of you have ego.
Arrogant. Both of you are arrogant.
Anyway,
Both of you.
don't be
Chipalisa
arrogant, guys.
and
Tempo.
Tsepo. Both of you are arrogant. But then let's talk about, I guess, the last one, because I haven't spoken about that couple. What's her name, man? With the guy who the sisters were like, have you given her the keys to
Money
your
Man.
account? Money Man.
Money Man.
Okay. So we have Palesa Mpaki and Tsepo Mia. We have Makoto Pumodi and Kululego Mahlangu. So Chris Brown's name is Kululego. We have Temba Kosa and Nelisa Ntabeni.
Yeah,
His name was Temba.
Money
my
Man
cousin.
and
Yeah. And then we have Moneyman Bongani and then Portia Valoi. Who Portia is, as the other chick said, see me. See me.
Portia wanted.
She wanted Toltakanya. I'm telling you, she wanted Idris Elba to walk through that door. But you said something very fascinating about if an Idris had walked through that door. What did you say?
He probably wouldn't have been happy with the situation that he's in. You know,
Potentially.
Yeah, because I feel like this season in Mikaba, I'm not sure what's happening.
And I think this is the oversight. Like when people think like, oh, Mina, I'm a 9, and then 9s will be attracted to me. It's like, first of all that shit is subjective.
But then you're here on the show for marriage. Why are you so fixated on looks and
because you
appearances?
want to marry a nice person that you want to touch.
Is it not about the heart, guys?
Is it about the heart? I told you, Nina, it's not about the heart. Because when I walk into your room, I'm not walking into your heart. I'm walking into your looks first. I'm walking into your eyes. I'm walking into... You think, Uguti, when Tando comes to see you, she's seeing you as your heart and not seeing you as the attraction that she has for you.
Because I wear my heart on my sleeves.
This guy is nuts. First of all, but obviously in a nice, wonderful, utopian world, yes, we see each other for our hearts and our whatevers. But when people walk up to you to come talk to you, what are they looking at?
So basically, all these couples except for Unelisa and
Utemba.
Is it Utemba?
Yeah.
Yeah, Unelisa and Utemba. They're the only ones that I feel they were ready for this. You know, everyone else seems like either they're carrying people from the past still, or they're carrying too many issues. I'm not quite sure what all of the rest of them really wanted on this show. Because Lonofuni Idris Alba, he's not going to be on a show trying to find love on a show. You know?
But they too hot to handle?
That's separate. That is a whole separate thing. That's not for
stick,
love.
As I say. Sex on a stick. Those shows.
That's
anyway,
separate.
Before the podcast becomes 2 hours long, I hear what you're saying and tune in for our real raw opinion as we unfold episode 7. Is it going to be, I think? This Sunday. Episode 8? Yeah. Okay, episode 8.
Makoto, Chris Brown. I'm rooting for you guys.
Lord,
we got this, my team. We got this. I
wish there was a way to vote. Awesome, folks. We have been the Sound of Siblings with another incredible episode. Remember again to follow us on social media. Everywhere is Sound of Siblings. Subscribe to the YouTube channel
and share.
Keep watching the episodes, share, comment. We love hearing, especially on TikTok. We have a very engaged audience on TikTok. We love hearing what you folks have to say about the clips, the topics that we have to share as well. Our opinions, exactly. But yeah, we look forward to doing these episodes a little bit more. I look forward to taking you on our first event, whenever that is. But yeah, let's find each other again on Sunday. I have been Mbali.
I've been Mo.
Till next time.
Cheers.